Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is November 13th. Lisa, Lydia, Scott here with you this morning on a not so nice morning. We'll get to your forecast in a moment. Want to remind you, of course, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning right around this time. Stays on your feed, though, throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you. Plus, we make it into a podcast. You can find that at inform.com/podcast. Just look for the Inform Minute.
All right, a bit of a mixed forecast today, Lydia.
Yeah, kind of a split going on. It depends on where you are for what you're seeing. Places out west, Devil's Lake, Jamestown, Valley City, sunshine today. Okay. That sounds nice. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Nice day for a drive to the west. Temperatures 40s to near 50 and your wind calming down to the 10 to 15 mile per hour range. Meanwhile, in the valley and points to the east, so places like Grand Forks, Fargo, Detroit Lakes, Thief River Falls, Fergus Falls, we're kind of stuck under the clouds today and right now getting some rain. There's a little mist, drizzle, very light rain out there. It's traveling to the east slowly. It's just going to take its time. And then even after the rain exits, the clouds are kind of stubborn and holding tight. Our temperatures then underneath the cloud cover, steady today. It's about 42 right now in Fargo, and I'm going with 45 for an afternoon high. So we just don't have much wiggle room with our temperatures today. Everybody's wind is going to back down, though, after a very gusty day yesterday.
Yeah.
We had a gust to 51 here
Yikes.
in Fargo. It was one of those days where I'm like, I'm going to get slapped with a leaf in the face. You know, like, things were flying all over
Everywhere.
the place. Bad day to be a trash can. Yesterday. They were tipped over. So anyways, with that all settling down, it'll just kind of make it feel at least a little bit better in that aspect today as we slowly get rid of the rain. Eventually the clouds do move out, break up. We'll watch out for fog, though, tomorrow morning. Okay. Being post-rain with a light wind in areas of clear sky, I think fog is a possibility by tomorrow. Probably not widespread, but heads up, might be a little bit foggy for your Thursday. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and temps in the 40s again tomorrow. Friday looks nice, partly cloudy, high close to 50 with a lighter wind.
Okay.
If you have things to do outside, Friday, not a bad day. Saturday, we're dry during the day. We watch for showers to move in Saturday night into early Sunday. Next week, there's rumblings of a potential system moving in. Looks like a Colorado low, so one of those low pressure systems that moves in from the southwest. It tends to bring us that heavier, wetter kind of snow.
Sure.
Everything's very much a question mark with that system still. I mean, it's a good week away, so things are questionable, including the track. Where does that land? It's going to bring significant moisture, be it wet or white, as we get into the middle of next week, somewhere in the northern plains, upper Midwest. Do we get hit? Do we get missed? Those are your question marks right now. Temperatures will be important. You wiggle a couple of degrees, even within 1, 2, 3 degrees, and that impacts which type of precip you see.
Sure.
When does a switch over happen? Maybe we start off with rain and we switch to snow. So all of that is just too far away for any kind of certainty. So I wouldn't panic, but I would check back with the forecast. Maybe do some winter preparations if you do think you're going to end up with snow or you're worried about getting snow. Maybe you need to get the snowblower ready or something like that. I am not saying you're going to need the snowblower next week. I'm just saying there's something out there that's worth watching at this point.
Right.
Okay, so let's not panic, but let's keep checking back and we'll see what it looks like, especially as we get into next week. Again, temperatures are going to be tricky with this one. All right, thanks.
Thanks, Lydia.
Okay, we're tracking breaking news for you this morning. A house fire in Fargo. Firefighters were called out just before 3 this morning to a home just south of Point West Park. It started in the garage. Firefighters were able to put it out quickly and prevent it from spreading. There were people home at the time, but they were not hurt.
Today, a murder suspect will be in court on his next appearance, accused of killing a woman over the summer. Randall Duffy told investigators that he did it back in June following his arrest, but then in September he pleaded not guilty to the charges. Duffy told police that Jody Campbell refused to let him leave the apartment before he choked her too long. He claims they got into an argument over meth and a missing meth pipe. This morning, there will be a dispositional conference, so Duffy will have the chance to change his plea or reach a plea deal. If neither of those two things happen, we're likely to get a trial date set for the case. WDAY will have an update on what happens in the courtroom this morning for you tonight on our newscasts.
A Fargo man has been sentenced to a minimum of 10 years in federal prison for his role in a drug ring. Tremaine Lewis was arrested when the Red River Valley SWAT team served a search warrant at a South Fargo apartment back in October of 2022. Officers say they found fentanyl pills, cocaine, marijuana, and prescription drugs, along with several guns and over $21,000 in cash. Lewis pleaded guilty in June.
All right, WDAY has obtained video from West Fargo police of that deadly church shooting that happened back in August. Prosecutors say the videos were essential in deciding not to file charges against 53-year-old Don Barron for shooting 25-year-old Austin Strom. He claimed self-defense. The videos, they paint a pretty good idea of what happened. They're pretty shocking to watch. So just go watch them for yourself. They're up on our website, inforum.com.
Bail is set at $400,000 for the man accused of robbing the First International Bank and Trust in Moorhead. 44-year-old Eric Flynn was arrested last Friday. He's now facing a felony charge of second-degree robbery. He took more than $17,000. All of the cash was recovered. He's facing up to 15 years in prison.
All right, Donald Trump and President Joe Biden are expected to meet at the White House today in the Oval Office to discuss policies and the peaceful transfer of power.
Meanwhile, Senate Republicans will select their new party leader, and South Dakota Senator John Thune is one of the top 3 candidates to take over the job. The Senate has had Mitch McConnell at the helm since 2007. Senator Thune has been the party's whip for the last 6 years.
Today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, how real is NDSU's chances to join the Mountain West Conference? The man who broke that story joins the show right away at 9 o'clock this morning, so don't miss that. Plus, can Davies end a 10-year title drought with a win over its arch rival on Friday night? Hot Mic live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and on Inforum.com.
And now is a great time to get that Inforum.com subscription, 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Go to Inforum.com/subscribe to check out the deals.
Join us the rest of the day for our newscasts as well. Our next one's at 11, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And we'll be back tomorrow morning with First News from 5 to 7.
Have a great day, everyone.